Most people crumble when life gets tough, but what if there's a secret to staying strong? Imagine waking up one morning, feeling the weight of the world pressing down on your chest, and wondering how you'll make it through the day. That's exactly where Maya found herself. Not long ago, her life was filled with laughter, plans, and hope. But now, everything seemed to be slipping through her fingers. Bills piled up on the kitchen table, her phone buzzed with messages she was too tired to answer, and the once bright spark in her eyes had faded. Yet, in the quiet moments before dawn, Maya wondered if there was something she was missing, a hidden strength waiting to be discovered before the storm hit. Maya's world was a tapestry of simple joys and big dreams. She lived in a small, sunlit apartment with her mother and younger brother, where laughter echoed through the halls and the smell of her mother's cooking filled the air. Maya was the kind of person who believed in possibilities. She dreamed of becoming a teacher, of inspiring others, and of building a life filled with purpose. Her family was her anchor, always supporting one another through thick and thin. Friends admired her optimism, and she was known for her warm smile and encouraging words. Every morning, Maya woke up grateful, ready to face the day with hope in her heart and the belief that good things were always just around the corner. But life has a way of testing even the brightest spirits. It started with a single phone call. Maya's company was downsizing, and her position was no longer needed. The news hit her like a wave, leaving her stunned and uncertain as she scrambled to update her resume and search for new opportunities. Another blow struck. Her mother, the heart of their home, fell seriously ill. Hospital visits replaced family dinners, and worry crept into every conversation. Bills began to mount, and Maya's savings dwindled faster than she could have imagined. Each rejection letter chipped away at her confidence, and the once steady ground beneath her feet felt shaky and unfamiliar. The world that had seemed so full of promise now felt heavy and grey, and Maya wondered if she would ever find her way back to the light. Gone were the mornings when Maya greeted the sun with a smile. Now, she woke up dreading the day ahead, her heart weighed down by fear and uncertainty. The optimism that once defined her seemed like a distant memory, replaced by a constant ache in her chest. She found herself staring at the ceiling late into the night, questioning every decision she'd made. Where she once saw opportunity, she now saw only closed doors. Even her laughter, once so easy and bright, had faded into silence. Maya felt invisible, lost in a fog of worry and self-doubt, unable to imagine a future where things could ever be different. The world felt colder and hope seemed impossibly far away. One evening, as Maya sat quietly by the window, her grandmother joined her, sensing the heaviness in her heart. With gentle eyes and a steady voice, she began to share a story from her own youth, a time when she, too, had faced darkness and uncertainty. She spoke of losing everything in a single night, yet finding the courage to believe that better days would come. Belief, her grandmother said softly, is like a lantern in the night. It doesn't chase away the darkness, but it helps you find your way through. Maya listened, drawn in by the warmth of her grandmother's words. The lesson she shared changed everything for Maya, planting a tiny seed of hope where despair had taken root. Most people missed this crucial step, but Maya was about to discover its true power. Inspired by her grandmother's story, Maya decided to try something different. Each morning, she repeated a simple affirmation, "I will find light." Even in the darkest days, she started with small steps, tidying her room, making her mother's favorite tea, and sending out one job application at a time. Instead of focusing on what she'd lost, Maya began to notice tiny moments of beauty, sunlight streaming through the window, a kind word from a neighbor, her brother's laughter. With every positive action, her confidence grew a little stronger. The world hadn't changed overnight, but Maya's perspective had. She realized that belief wasn't about ignoring pain, it was about choosing hope. Even when hope felt hard to find, as Maya's outlook brightened, those around her began to notice. Her mother, encouraged by Maya's gentle optimism, found new strength to face her treatments. Her brother, once withdrawn, started sharing stories and laughter again. Even friends who had kept their distance reached out, drawn by Maya's quiet resilience. Small acts of kindness multiplied, neighbors offered help, and unexpected opportunities began to appear. Maya's belief became a beacon, reminding everyone that even in the hardest times, hope could take root and grow. The changes were subtle at first, but day by day, Maya's world felt lighter. Her renewed positivity didn't just lift her own spirit. It created a ripple of hope that touched everyone she loved. In time, Maya's persistence paid off. She received a job offer from a local school, a place where her passion for helping others could truly shine. Her mother's health steadily improved, and the family's laughter returned, filling their home with warmth once more. Looking back, Maya could hardly recognize the woman she'd been at her lowest, anxious, defeated, and lost. Now, she stood taller, her spirit renewed by the trials she had faced. The world that once seemed grey was vibrant again, full of possibility and promise. Maya realized that the strength she'd discovered wasn't just about surviving hard times. It was about growing through them and emerging with a deeper sense of hope and gratitude than ever before. Belief is the light that guides us through darkness. Maya's journey reminds us that even when life feels overwhelming, holding on to hope can transform our world in ways we never imagined. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing to see the possibility of a better tomorrow, even in the hardest moments. If you've ever faced tough times, remember, you're not alone, and your belief can be the spark that leads you forward. What story of hope has shaped your life? Share it in the comments and inspire someone else today.